This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. So I've talked about this before, but I'm going to say it again. Pay attention, please, to how much you see the 3, the 6, and the 9. You know, I learned from, I believe it was Divine Insights videos, that there's only 9 numbers. 9 is the highest number that there is. 9 is the number of completion. This is why we, who have carbon in their avatar, black women, black men, Latino women, Latino men, are 9 ether beings. We are the beings of completion. With that, I want to say, just reiterate again, pay attention to, since there's only 9 numbers, how often you pick up on the 3, the 6, and the 9. So when you see a 23, 26, 13, 16, 19, 29, 39, 30, because 3 plus 0 equals 3, 43, etc., 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 going all the way up to whatever number. It could be 1,009, 1,003, 1,006. Just pay attention to how often you see these numbers, because it's a part of the magic. It's a part of them. Somehow, some way, however it happened in our cosmic history. I'll say when I hear those numbers, even with just saying them right now, very slightly or gently, I felt this, it was very subtle, but this energy in the left side of my head. There's a reason for that, and I don't believe that's how it always was. Absolutely not, because for me, it's an uncomfortable feeling, especially when other beings say it, and they say it multiple times. They know what they're doing. This whole realm, you know, wants us to be in the left side, the thinking brain, and completely shut down our creative brain, you know, our quote-unquote, I've heard it said this way, but our God-given brain. You know, they don't want that. And that is where I have felt the telepathy, and in other realms, in the astrals and other places in the astrals, tapped into telekinesis, tapped into, you know, connecting with the weather, with the atmosphere, you know, all here, or in my body. But it's never, you know, like just here in the left side, never. And that's where this realm wants you to be, wants me to be. So we are at a weaker state, and through however we were enslaved, they can manipulate you and your spiritual body, because your body is a technology that you do not fully own. So when that happens, they are able to then gain more access and manipulate your gifts. What it exactly looks like, I don't have that full answer today, or how them doing that, you know, leads to this. I just know that them saying those numbers, me seeing and receiving those numbers after being in school and learning spelling, words are spells, that's all it is, that magic. And when I see those numbers, I receive those numbers because I've been told what those numbers are. That is then the impact in my mind, is that it's like a boom boom. I just, the electricity like pulsates, if that's the word, you know. And if that is a word, pulsates, we're gonna, it is. And I just want you to pay attention to how often, again, you see those numbers. It's a part of all the magic and the manipulation of your astral body, of your physical body, of them being able to stay in power, in this illusion. So let's extend this a little further beyond just everyday conversations where you have conversations, let's say, with your friends, whether they are 6 ether beings or 9 ether beings. I want you to pay attention to how often in a day, when it doesn't come from you, you hear those numbers. There's a deeper reason as to why. And then I want you to start being more attentive and mindful to how your body feels. once that energy, because that's all it is, it's energy, hits your body, because your energy, you are nature. Also pay attention, because something that I picked up on after watching, Divine Insights videos and 777 Truths videos, the days in which these horrific events happen, like natural disasters, or maybe, let's say, a murder in a neighborhood, or a shooting at a mall, at a school. Was it on the 19th? Was it on the 9th? Was it on the 3rd? Was it on the 6th? Was it 3 people that died? Was it 9 people that died? Did the event last for 3 hours? Did it last for 3 days? Was this horrific event, did it last for 9 minutes? Were there 19 people that transcended? These are all rituals. Those horrific incidences are all rituals for Zeus. So this realm can be kept off balance, and we can all be living in a state of fear and separation. So just pay attention to how often you see those numbers. And when stuff happens, what are the days that they happen under? How long has something taken in regards to potentially getting justice, Does it fall under one of those numbers? Again. And these beings that are in the astrals, that I've seen, are still alive. These beings that allegedly, have died and passed, they're still alive, just chilling in the astrals. So it's a bunch of organized chaos. So we can be separated in a docile state, in fear, living in this illusion. And it is everything. It's just one big board game that they watch from the astrals. But we're the pieces. So to start out off with, again, just pay attention to how often you hear those numbers, specifically in your day-to-day, whether it's conversations, customers coming to you at work, maybe you get a different application for a house, something. Pay attention to the numbers. They're occurring and popping up again and again and again and again for a reason. Gas stations. Let's say if there's a discount on food at the grocery store, do they fall under those numbers? Did your car payment increase, decrease, and did the APR go up or down by, let's say, 9%? Was there a delay at an airport for, let's say 3 hours? Like, look at, I invite you and I encourage you to really take a look at your life and see how often those numbers occur, and then after hearing or seeing those numbers, you'll then be able to pick up on the effect that it has on your body. And you can question why certain people, because there are certain people in this realm who move under those numbers. If y'all have a lunch date at 1, they're showing up at 103, 106, or 109. If they needed to be somewhere, they're showing up under those numbers. And then they're leaving on one of those numbers. It's a part of the magic. Somehow, some way, it's a part of the magic. Because it's very structured and intentional. You know, that you leave under one of those numbers. Could have just been 1, could have been 107, but it's one of those 3 numbers. Be it under the 20s, the 40s, the 50s, the 30s in regards to timing on within the hour. Yeah. And if you are curious, yeah, do some research on the news in the sense of the natural disasters that have happened, the horrific incidences that have happened. Could be this year, or you could go back in time. And what days did they fall under? Can you find those numbers anywhere in those instances? You know? And after that, listen to your own voice as to what to do with that information. So that's this video. I'm just making it because of all that happened today. But I want to send peace, courage, protection, divine cosmic love to all Atlantean beings. We are getting out of this matrix, whether they like it or not. It's happening. Wait for it. Don't wait for it. Act on it. You know, listen to your environment, pay attention to your environment, and find your community. Send divine cosmic love.